A lot is made of the cinematography of Roger Deakins, who I feel was at his best with the Coen brothers, a collaboration which began with 1991's Barton Fink and continued through The Hudsucker Proxy, this film, Fargo, Big Lebowski, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, The Man Who Wasn't There, even Intolerable Cruelty and The Lady Killers, On to No Country for Old Men, A Serious Man, True Grit and Hail Caesar. His other notable cited credits are for The Shawshank Redemption, for the James Bond film Skyfall from 2012, the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. He shot Prisoners, Sicario, and Blade Runner 2049 for Denis Villeneuve, and 1917 for Sam Mendes. Of those listed works there, I'm more fond of the Villeneuve films, since Sicario overall, though a well shot film, and Assassination of Jesse James more so than I am of the rest, although I can't claim that the cinematography was the reason why. Actually, they may have been the saving graces of those films, which I otherwise did not overly enjoy. I also really like Deacon's work on the 1984 film adaptation of Orwell's 1984, a magnificently shot picture and a vital factor in the intense immersion within that film's events. Fargo was one of the interesting summer films entered for the Palme d'Or at Cannes for 1996, along with, in alphabetical order, Breaking the Waves by Lars von Trier, Crash by Cronenberg, Drifting Clouds by Aki Kaurismäki, Earth by Julio Medem, Goodbye South Goodbye by Ho Xiao Shen, The Quiet Room by Rolf de Heer, Secrets and Lies by Mike Lee, Temptress Moon by Chen Kaiga, 3 Lives and Only One Death by Raul Ruiz, Too Late by Lucian Pintilli, and Tree of Blood by Flora Gomez. Looking over the lists from that year by mainstream film critics like Saris, Travers, Ebert, and Siskel, all of whom included Fargo in their lists, other noteworthy features include John Sayler's Lone Star and Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet. Apparently, a lot of what these critics were celebrating at the time does not overly interest me. Some other titles from that year which I am fond of, which have not been mentioned yet, are Train Spotting and Gamera 2 Attack of Legion. Looking over the internet, I also come across films which I haven't seen in a while, but that I remember being outstanding, were certainly Mohsen Makhmalbaf's A Moment of Innocence, and then work such as From Dusk Till Dawn, I would have seen more than once, at least twice, for I haven't seen it in some years now. Looking through some older listings of interesting films I've seen from 1996, Crocodile by Kim Ki-duk, The Interview by Harun Farocki, Buddha Bless America by Nian Jen Wu, Rubber's Lover by Shozin Fukui, The Phantom Heart by Philippe Garel, the television miniseries Karaoke and Cold Lazarus written by Dennis Potter, both directed by Rennie Rai, Sleeping Man by Kohaya Guri, Greenaway's The Pillow Book, Jan Troll's Hamsun, Refn's initial Pusher film, Shunji Iwai's Swallowtail Butterfly, Sang Soo Hong's The Day a Pig Fell into the Well, Franco Piavoli's Voci nel Tempo, Naomi Kawase's Sun on the Horizon, Jan Svankmeyer's Conspirators of Pleasure, Alejandro Amenabar's Thesis, Yoshiyuki Tomino's Ghazi's Wing, Mohsen Makhmalbaf's Gaber, the Dardenne Brothers' La Promise, Red Persimmons by Toon Wang, The King of Masks by Tian Ming Wu, Comrades Almost a Love Story by Peter Chan, The Legend of Homo Aquarelius by Tetsuya Ishii, Schizopolis by Steven Soderbergh, The Color of a Brisk and Leaping Day by Andrew Munch, and Few of Us by Sharon S. Bartas. That'll be all for now. Thank you and have a good night.